Hi, Tim Smith, Coldwell Previews International. We're standing here in front of one of our listings. This is one of the Smith Group's best buys. What constitutes a best buy? We're actually comparing this property to all the other homes that have sold inside of PCH, so south of the highway in Corona. Before we go inside, I want to talk a little bit about the street that it sits on. We're in the 200 block of Orchid. If you look down here, we can see that we're 6 houses off Ocean. It's one of the wider streets, and it has fewer trees, so you get great views. Since it's south Corona del Mar, you get very little traffic. It's very close to Little Corona. As you come back, you can see the house next to it is actually a 60 wide by 118. The standard lot is 30 by 118. As they get bigger, the value goes up, the bigger you can build a house. This house was remodeled just a few years ago. There's no reason that she's going to go up anytime soon. So if you focus on the house, you'll actually see that you get better than average views from the second story. The house next to it, both these homes were actually built by Andrew Patterson. One, which is 224, is a smaller lot, smaller square footage, and you can see the views are impeded by our project. When you come back to ours is an oversized lot, which means you have more square footage, and you can see that you get much better views. Now you can follow me inside. We'll talk about a few more of the highlights that this house offers. So now we're standing in 222 Orchid. I want to talk about some of the highlights of this house, and then I want to finish with going past a few of the comparables that have closed in the last 12 months to really show you why this is a value. So basic highlights, it's a 35 by 118 lot, so a little wider. The house is 3,800 square feet. You have 4 bedrooms on the main level, which is the second level. And then upstairs on the rooftop deck, which has tremendous views, you also have an office. Great place to work. The second story again has fantastic views, better than average. We're 6 houses from Ocean. The other things that I think are highlights would be the quality, the finishes, 5-year-old home, but then you have a 3-car garage, so it's a 2-car tandem plus a third, and then you have a 4th car carports. We're now going to go upstairs, and so you can see some of the views and see the office, and then we'll finish up with showing the comps to show you why this is one of the Smith Group's best buys. We're actually looking at the master bedroom in 222 Orchid. You can see the roof line of the house below, and then the one past it. These are both single-story houses. Both have been remodeled in the last 5 years, so there's a very low probability that they're going to build up, so you capture better views than any other home at this location, again 6 houses from Ocean Boulevard. So we're standing upstairs at 222 Orchid. This is the rooftop deck to the right, which you don't have to go. You can see that's where an office is. It also has a half bath, great views. Behind us you can see down the coastline, you can see the harbor mouth and Ocean. Behind you can actually see Pelican Hill, the resort, and the hills. So fantastic views. Now we're going to go and see each one of the individual comps and show you, based on what's sold in the past 12 months, why this is such a fantastic deal. The house next door is the first comparable. Compared to 222 Orchid, it's 224 Orchid. It was built by Andrew Patterson. Both homes were built by Patterson in 2005. 224 Orchid was on a smaller lot. The square footage was estimated at 3,400 square feet. It closed for $3,285,000. 222 Orchid is priced at $3,499,000. This is comparable number 2. It's 303 Poinsettia. It's on a standard 30 by 118 lot. The home is 3,000 square feet. It's on a street that's less desirable. It's more narrow. You can see if you look down, we won't show you in the camera, there's trees, not as good views. You're in the 300 block instead of the 200 block, so your views are going to be restricted, if any. This closed at $3,325,000 this year. Comparable number 3. We're standing in front of 208 Narcissus, which is 1 street away from Orchid. This is the second house in. It's on a standard 30 by 118 lot, estimated 3,400 square feet, closed at $3.6 million. Comparable number 4, we're standing in front of 210 Narcissus. It's a similar sized lot as the subject property at 222 Orchid. Similar square footage, 3,800 square feet. It's 3 houses from Ocean, where Orchid is 6 houses from Ocean, but you can see the views are impeded by the structure next to it. This is our review of comparables. We hope that you can see the value of the subject property. Again, it's 222 Orchid, built in 2005. oversized lot, 3,800 square foot home on one of the better streets. You can see even on this street, it's a more narrow street with more trees. If you're interested or you're searching for a value in Corona Mar, please contact me, Tim Smith at the Smith Group at 949-717-4711. If you want more information or pictures, please go to www.smithgrouprealestate.com, and remember, who you work with matters.